County View live and uncut, and I'm your host, the Reflection of Perfection, and your number one selection, John R. Heinis. I'm going to talk the latest and greatest at Hudson County news. Of course, yesterday was election day here in the Great Garden State and locally in Hudson County. To no surprise, the Democratic candidates that were running for the county post, that was 9 running for county commissioner and 1 for county executive, as well as the 9 legislative posts, that's 3 for state senate and 6 for state assembly, all won with resounding numbers. So we're going to tell you a little bit how those races shook out, but there's not really too much to recap. Those were all pretty expected. In the Mile Square City, of course, that's Hoboken. We saw those 6 ward council races up for grabs, and in the first, which was the only open seat with Councilman Mike DeFusco not running, that's going to go to a December 5th runoff, and that's going to be between Paul Provenzano and Rafi Cordova. So we're going to tell you a little bit about how that's going to work, as well as what happened in wards 2 through 6. But as you probably already know, all the incumbents won. So we're going to tell you how close those races are and what the implications are heading into 2024 and beyond. Then we're also going to talk a little bit about Kearney. So we have to give a hearty congratulations to Carol Jean Doyle, the council president, who is now the mayor-elect. She won a tight 3-way race that included acting Mayor Peter Santana and Republican Cindy Ferrara. So all that and a whole lot more right after we take a word from our sponsors.
Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, Jersey City. Hudson County's only monument maker, serving all faiths and cemeteries. Design, studio, and large inventory on site. Cemetery inscriptions and custom orders welcome. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, just south of Secaucus Road. Craftsmanship that will last for all eternity. Burns Brothers, Jersey City, Albert H. Hopper, North Arlington. Visit us on the net. Consumer Carpets, 3408 Kennedy Boulevard in the Jersey City Heights, your one-stop store for residential and commercial floor treatments, carpeting, linoleum, tiles, laminates, hardwood floors, area rugs, remnants, all major brands, all in stock. Free estimates, same-day installation. Consumer Carpets, it's savings, selection, installation. Credit cards and debit cards accepted. Financing available. Consumer Carpets, price to fit your budget, installation to fit your schedule. On the net at consumercarpets.com. Consumer Carpets, Jersey City, 201-792-2712.
Growing up can be tough on kids. So much is going on in the world that can cause depression or anxiety. Unusual behavior for more than 6 months could mean they need help. Don't wait. For real-time mental health support and counseling, call New Jersey's Children's System of Care. CSOC offers free mental health supports, substance use treatment, and services for intellectual or developmental disabilities for all kids up to age 21. Call now, 1-877-652-7624.
Hudson County View live and uncut, John R. Heinis. So let's talk a little about what happened in West Hudson. First, I'll also offer congratulations to East Newark Mayor Dina Grillo, who ran unopposed, but she was reelected, so nice work there. And then right over in neighboring Kearney, we have another female mayor joining the fold, and that's, again, Carol Jean Doyle, who is the council president. And she's, according to The Observer, who is a West Hudson-based publication, this is actually the first female mayor that Kearney has had since 1938. So obviously that's not particularly common, and we don't see it all the time in Hudson either, so certainly merits mentioning. And Doyle had 1,720 votes. Cindy Ferrara, who was the Republican in the race, he got 1,439. And then Peter Santana, who was the acting mayor, came just behind Ferrara, 1,412. And that's preliminary tallies from the Hudson County Clerk's office. But, you know, by winning just a little under 300 votes, it looks like Doyle clearly has it. And actually, it appears that she's already been sworn in this morning, so we're not wasting any time. And we know that Santana was appointed in July after longtime Mayor Al Santos was nominated for a Hudson County Superior Court judgeship. And there's actually another special election next year. So who knows what's going to happen then. But for the time being, we have Mayor Doyle. Now, going on back to Hoboken, the Mile Square City, we saw a close race in the first ward, particularly, again, between Paul Provenzano, who's established himself as an administration critic, and has a bit of a Twitter following. He came out with 591 votes. Rafi Cordova, who was endorsed by Mayor Ravi Bala, was right behind with 519, and Leo Pellegrini at a distant third, just 112 votes there. So that was a race to succeed First Ward Councilman Mike DeFusco. He decided not to seek a third term, and that's now going to the runoff on December 5th. I haven't seen a runoff in Hoboken probably since about 2009. I mean, it's been a while. So that's going to be really interesting to watch. In the other races, really not really competitive, to be frank. You know, we saw this in the Second Ward, Councilwoman Tiffany Fisher retained her seat, won by about a 2-to-1 margin, not particularly close there. It was about 927 to 518. That was Marla Decker, an attorney that was running on Mayor Bala's slate. In the Third Ward, Michael Russo, the longest-serving council member, really hit it out of the park. He came in 1,265 votes, according to his own tally that he released, to about 175 for Ed Reep, so that's about 89% to 11%. Can't really do much more than that in a contested race. Ruben Ramos got over 800 votes. He was uncontested in that Fourth Ward. And then in the Fifth, which many people thought would be kind of unofficially that feature matchup, didn't end up going down that way. It was close, but not really a nail-biter. Councilman Phil Cohen won 918. That was about 56% of the vote. And Liz Ortecho had 43.5, 711 votes. So, you know, spirited contest, but in Hoboken, if you could win by over 200 votes, that's a pretty comfortable margin. And speaking of comfortable margins, we saw Councilwoman Jen Giattino really hit it out of the park. She got 66.5%, 618 votes. Lauren Myers, another attorney that was endorsed by Mayor Bala, got 225. Ian Rintel, he's the owner of Play Hoboken, got just 85 votes, and that was good for 9.15% of the vote. Now, in the Jersey City Board of Education race, it was a little tighter than some would have expected, but Education Matters pulled off their fourth consecutive sweep, and that was Alpa Patel. She is a Ward D committee woman. You had Dr. George Blood, who's worked in the education sector for a few decades here, and we have Police Detective Dejan Morris. So those are the three. Then again, looking at the numbers, preliminary tallies from the Hudson County Clerk's Office, you saw Patel be the top vote getter, 5,297 votes. Blood was right behind her, 5,169. And then it was a bit of a tight race for third place. Morris got 4,768 votes, and Richardson got that's trustee Lorenzo Richardson, got 4,437. So a very close one, 331 votes. And trustee Gina Vernabello was behind that, 4,235, and their Children First running mate got 3,950. A little closer than what we're used to seeing in those Board of Ed races, but there was no LaFrac team this time. There was no, you know, definitive anti-establishment ticket, if you will. So this was kind of just a fracture between the JCEA, and that's what we ended up getting. So as I mentioned at the top of the show, there wasn't really much to discuss when we're talking about those county and state races. They were not competitive by any stretch of the imagination. But nonetheless, today I am joined with the elect for Hudson County Executive, and that's Craig Guy, and we're going to chat right after we come back from this break.
Newport, the luxury waterfront community on the Hudson River, offers a quality of life you deserve in one of our many high-rise towers. With amenities such as the on-site Newport Path, light rail, Newport Town Square, 3 playgrounds, dog run, upscale restaurants, retail giants like Kohl's, JCPenney, Macy's, and Target. Morton Williams and Acme Supermarket are just outside your front door. A health and fitness center, skating rink, and medical facilities are also on site. Enjoy the New York skyline from our waterfront and various parks. Manhattan is just one pass stop away, or quick ride through the Holland Tunnel. Nursery and private elementary schools all on site. 12-screen movie theater at the Newport Center Mall. Looking to visit? Stay at the Westin or Marriott Hotel. For more information, visit us at newportnj.com. Make lasting memories to cherish forever. It's incredible. It's you, Newport. Live like you want.
Panapinto Properties, Jersey City, shaping the workplace with state-of-the-art office spaces and addresses your company desires. Building residences that define your home environment, adjacent to all modes of transportation with on-site parking available. The right address, the right lease. Call 201-521-9000 or visit online at panapintodevelopment.com. Panapinto Properties, building Jersey City for everyone.
Good Friend Self Storage in North Bergen, New Jersey is a fully climate-controlled facility equipped with state-of-the-art security, packing supplies, a Refer Friend program, and multiple loading docks convenient for commercial use. Located just off of Route 3 at 4301 Tunnelly Avenue, Route 1 and 9. Call 201-867-2444 or visit us on the web today. Good Friend Self Storage. Let us be your good friend.
Hudson County View live at Uncut. John Heinis, and as I mentioned a few moments ago, today I'm joined with Hudson County Executive-elect Craig Guy. Craig, thanks for making the time for me.
Good morning, John.
Congratulations. So obviously, you and your running mates, there weren't a whole heck of a lot of contested races, but you guys got the job done. Everyone won by pretty much a 4-to-1 plurality, if not more in some cases.
Plus.
So yeah, I mean, just tell me your thoughts on those races. Again, wasn't really ever in doubt, but still, you must be happy.
We are. You know, as a county, we're happy, John. And personally, for me, it's just a personal gratification of where I am today with my life. And I just feel a lot of excitement. You know, the running mates in both the 31st, the 32nd, and especially the 33rd with Senator Stack. It was a full-blown, full-throttle campaign in every district. We did not leave anything on the table. And we wake up today with a resounding victory, and that's what we're supposed to do, and that's what Hudson County Democrats do.
All right, so 19 seats, 10 on the county level, 9 on the legislative, all victories. So with that said, you're going to have 4 years as this top county post. So tell me, give me 2 or 3 things you're going to make a priority for your first 100 days in office.
First 100 days in office, I've already convened one meeting of our Vision Zero task force. That's a very high priority, you know, for me, making our streets safer. I want to jump right into the affordable housing crisis that we have throughout the county. And I want to see how the county could be more aggressive in dealing with our affordability. You know, and our parks are the best in the state. I know my colleague counterpart in Essex, County Executive DiFincenzo, often says his are the best, but that's a very friendly debate, you know, whose parks are better, Hudson's or Essex. I vote for Hudson, you know, and so, you know, with those things, with the community college, building a new tower in the Journal Square area and the educational component, I'm ready to hit the ground running.
All right. Now, when we're talking affordability, I know, of course, you got to take a deep dive, but when you take the preliminary look at what's going on with, you know, affordable housing, you know, we see in Jersey City and Hoboken, there's people, you know, at the rent leveling boards, you know, talking about the rents going sky high. You know, what are you thinking you could do there?
Well, John, we just formed in the last couple of months with our county operatives and our county personnel a partnership with Jersey City and the Jersey City Housing Authority. Mm-hmm. And that's something that's never been done before in the history of Hudson County. What that program is, it's a partnership with all three of us where we can work together and make some apartments affordable, assist the folks financially and getting into those apartments. And quite frankly, about 2 or 3 weeks ago, we were able to place 6 families in a senior building in Jersey City through our partnership with the Housing Authority, Jersey City and Jersey City Mayor Fulop, and the county. We are able to provide some financial and governmental resources. That's what I want to do. Make it more affordable. Affordable in Hudson County, you know, that's a tough word. We have to make it more affordable to people that don't have the financial resources.
Got it. All right. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing and hearing more on that, as I'm sure you are as well. Now, we're talking the Vision Zero Task Force. I know you were just up on Patterson Plank Road a couple weeks ago. Of course, we had that horrific fatal accident, and people are always complaining about how dangerous it is on Kennedy Boulevard. So, you know, we've seen the bollards and we've seen, you know, other traffic mitigators. I mean, is there anything in particular that you have in mind to try to make these roadways a little safer?
Yes, I mean, in fact, one tool is the law enforcement piece. And, last week, the week before, they made, 4 DUI arrests, issued over 40 summonses, gave out warnings to over 200 people. With a collaboration between Jersey City, Hoboken, and Hudson County, we want to send a message to the folks that use that piece of road is that you have to practice safe driving methods, whether it's speeding, whether it's texting while driving. We need for you to know that that's an area where you have to practice driving safe. We're also already have formed a committee where our engineering department is going to look into a study over there and what we can do to make that road safer, whether it's narrowing the road, whether it's putting a center dividing the road. I'm not an engineer, but the narrowing of the road is a fair possibility. Between that and the engineers and the input from all our stakeholders with that task force, that's priority. Let's make that road safer. Let's not have one more death on that road.
Okay, of course. Now, obviously, I saw you yesterday in Journal Square. Governor Murphy came to town for a little pep talk, I guess we'd call it. And he said that, the enthusiasm's low. It looks like a low turnout race, but I feel like we have it. I'm paraphrasing, of course. And he was very much correct. The Democrats picked up 2 Senate seats, 4 Assembly seats, far exceeded most people's expectations.
Right.
Your thoughts when you're seeing those results come in?
Happy. We have Governor Murphy has been nothing short of fabulous with Hudson County and with Craig Guy in particular. The governor has never said no to our requests, from Tom's and I requests when we requested funding for various different things in his tenure there. He never said no politically. He's been standing at my side from day one, as we stood by his side from day one. So now we move forward into the era of my administration with the commissioners and the legislators we have. And I know that their relationships with myself and Governor Murphy's administration is only going to provide benefits for Hudson. As far as state, I'm extremely happy for Assembly Speaker Coughlin and Senate President Scuteri, who are very good friends. That will make their job so much easier to bring money, for our legislators to bring money back to Hudson. And that's what it's all about.
Makes sense. Craig, don't go anywhere. Folks, don't go anywhere either. We're going to be right back.
Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, Jersey City. Hudson County's only monument maker, serving all faiths and cemeteries. Design studio and large inventory on site. Cemetery inscriptions and custom orders welcome. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, just south of Secaucus Road. Craftsmanship that will last for all eternity. Burns Brothers, Jersey City, Albert H. Hopper, North Arlington. Visit us on the net. Consumer Carpets, 3408 Kennedy Boulevard in the Jersey City Heights, your one-stop store for residential and commercial floor treatments, carpeting, linoleum, tiles, laminates, hardwood floors, area rugs, remnants, all major brands, all in stock. Free estimates, same-day installation. Consumer Carpets, it's savings, selection, installation. Credit cards and debit cards accepted. Financing available. Consumer Carpets, price to fit your budget, installation to fit your schedule. On the net at consumercarpets.com. Consumer Carpets, Jersey City, 201-792-2712.
Growing up can be tough on kids. So much is going on in the world that can cause depression or anxiety. Unusual behavior for more than 6 months could mean they need help. Don't wait. For real-time mental health support and counseling, call New Jersey's Children's System of Care. CSOC offers free mental health supports, substance use treatment, and services for intellectual or developmental disabilities for all kids up to age 21. Call now, 1-877-652-7624.
Hudson County View live at Uncut. John Heinis, and I'm still here with Hudson County Executive-elect Craig Guy. So, Craig, let's talk about some local results. As I mentioned at the top of the program, and as you're well aware, new mayor in Kearney,
Yeah.
Carol Jean Doyle. Your thoughts on how that race shook out?
Yeah, Carol Jean has been there for a long time, and her relationships throughout Kearney obviously proved fruitful for her. I know she's going to make a great mayor. She is supposedly has hit the ground running already and has been sworn in this morning. And I've already spoken to Carol this morning and told her, when the dust clears in Kearney, that let's talk, because there's a lot of things that the county can do to help Kearney. And I look forward to a great working relationship with Carol.
All right, very cool. Now, in Hoboken, largely status quo, wards 2 through 6, all the incumbents won, pretty big numbers for the most part. And then in the first one, we got that runoff. So what's your thought as you're looking at that one?
It's a local race, John. I'm happy for our commissioner down there, Commissioner Romano. He knocked it out of the park. Anthony worked hard in both the primary and in this general, and it proved his hard-working mannerisms. As far as the council race itself, that's an issue that Hoboken is going to have to settle, and they'll have a runoff in December, I guess, the first week in December. Who knows? We could have snow, we could have sleet, we could have ice, and that's one of the drawbacks of having the elections in that winter time. But let's see who comes out on top in December.
Okay, fair enough. So now, during the break, we were just talking how the Jersey City Council agenda looks pretty loaded, and they've been working on these crisis interventionists. They're trying to get a better response on their 911 calls. And you were telling me that you actually had a thought there. So could you share with us what you'd like to do on the county level?
Yeah, sure. I mean, this is something that my team has looked into since the beginning of this campaign to see if there's any appetite for a countywide 911 system. We really I have to meet with the mayors and their respective police chiefs or directors to see if it makes sense. I know that the 911 systems around the county, it's always a big haul and a big issue for the local mayors. So if we can make that system that much better, in the countywide system, I'd love to sit with the mayors and the police chiefs and see if it makes sense, both financially from their point of view and our point of view, and also from a quality of work that comes out of those respective 911. If we can do it better, I'd like to look into it.
All right, that sounds good. I'm certainly going to follow up with you on that.
Sure.
Now, Craig, I'd be remiss if we did talk about this arrest that made the rounds. Obviously, it was a long time ago, over 4 years ago. And look, we know the series of events. You were found not guilty. You've since stopped drinking completely. There were two main things that people brought up about this situation. One, they said, were you intoxicated that day? And two, did you use undue influence to get out of this? Which we've spoke about already, but nonetheless, I still like to give you the floor on that.
Sure. Today's a great day for Craig Guy personally, and I feel very invigorated to go to work for the people in Hudson. As far as that issue, John, I think it's been exhausted. I will tell you this, is that I started this by saying I have a tremendous life at this point in time. I look forward to my years of sobriety each day at a time. The events that surrounded that issue, there was so much in question that innocent to proven guilty, and obviously a judge looked at everything and saw the facts that we presented and found me not guilty. Now we move on. Now I look forward to every day working for the people of Hudson.
All right, fair enough. Now, we touched on a little bit of everything, I think. I mean, we talked about the election, we talked about, the 100 days, first 100 days, and, the local races. So, anything on your radar that we didn't touch on?
I want to thank Tom DeGise. We didn't touch on him yet today. Tom is a major reason why I'm here today. Working for Tom over these 20 some odd years, a lot of his great qualities just, they just transcribed to me. Tom is always kept his feet on the ground. Tom is a consensus person, tries to bring everybody in the room and hear everybody's point of view, and that's what I want to do. So, Tom is going to enjoy his retirement, and, Tom looks forward to a little R&R, and I can appreciate that.
Absolutely. 20 years at one post with, no indictments doesn't happen often in Hudson.
It's a long time, and remember, Tom started day one, the first ethics committee, and we're happy to say in Tom's administration and in Tom's, governmental office, no problems, not one, and that's a quality that Tom has, and that's also a quality that I look to have pushing forward.
Craig, thank you so much.
Thank you, John.
Best of luck.
A lot of work to do.
Sure. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in. We're not done yet. We got one more segment. We'll be right back.
Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, Jersey City. Hudson County's only monument maker, serving all faiths and cemeteries. Design, studio, and large inventory on site. Cemetery inscriptions and custom orders welcome. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, just south of Secaucus Road. Craftsmanship that will last for all eternity. Burns Brothers, Jersey City, Albert H. Hopper, North Arlington. Visit us on the net. Consumer Carpets, 3408 Kennedy Boulevard in the Jersey City Heights, your one-stop store for residential and commercial floor treatments, carpeting, linoleum, tiles, laminates, hardwood floors, area rugs, remnants, all major brands, all in stock. Free estimates, same-day installation. Consumer Carpets, it's savings, selection, installation. Credit cards and debit cards accepted. Financing available. Consumer Carpets, price to fit your budget, installation to fit your schedule. On the net at consumercarpets.com. Consumer Carpets, Jersey City, 201-792-2712.
Growing up can be tough on kids. So much is going on in the world that can cause depression or anxiety. Unusual behavior for more than 6 months could mean they need help. Don't wait. For real-time mental health support and counseling, call New Jersey's Children's System of Care. CSOC offers free mental health supports, substance use treatment, and services for intellectual or developmental disabilities for all kids up to age 21. Call now, 1-877-652-7624.
Newport, the luxury waterfront community on the Hudson River, offers a quality of life you deserve in one of our many high-rise towers. With amenities such as the on-site Newport Path, light rail, Newport Town Square, 3 playgrounds, dog run, upscale restaurants, retail giants like Kohl's, JCPenney, Macy's, and Target. Morton Williams and Acme Supermarket are just outside your front door. A health and fitness center, skating rink, and medical facilities are also on site. Enjoy the New York skyline from our waterfront and various parks. Manhattan is just one pass stop away, or quick ride through the Holland Tunnel. Nursery and private elementary schools all on site. 12-screen movie theater at the Newport Center Mall. Looking to visit? Stay at the Westin or Marriott Hotel. For more information, visit us at newportnj.com. Make lasting memories to cherish forever. It's incredible. It's you, Newport. Live like you want.
Hudson County View live at Uncut. John Heinis. So one election is down, and of course many more to come. We're already talking about 2025. So tomorrow, as I mentioned last week, former Governor Jim McGreevey will be formally kicking off his bid for mayor, and that's going to be on Martin Luther King Drive, so we're certainly going to bring that to you live. Now, with that, we've heard from a second candidate who's ready to announce in November, again, 2 years out, and that's Hudson County Commissioner Bill O'Day. And he wrote on social media, please join us on Saturday, November 18th at 10 a.m. as we make a very important announcement. Our city, our choice. That appears to be his campaign slogan. And it was accompanying a graphic that says Bill O'Day for Jersey City Mayor, so that kind of takes any guesswork out of it. And this will be at The View, which is located at 201 Lincoln Park. So not really a secret that the commissioner is running. He said at a fundraiser in September, he was looking for a crushing victory for Column A, and he also said that the future is 2025, which was a pretty clear hint that the announcement was near. That's bid for mayor. And I mean, he's been involved in Jersey City politics for nearly 40 years. He won his first election back in 1985, and he was the youngest Jersey City Ward B councilman at 26 years old. And, obviously he's been in the game ever since, if you want to call it that. And it's a nonpartisan race on November 4th, 2025. We saw Jim McGreevy filed his preliminary paperwork on Halloween, and we saw that in his most recent filing, O'Day has $450,312.85 cash on hand. That's pretty recent. That's the October 27th report he filed with the New Jersey Election Law Enforcement Commission. Still hearing a lot of chatter that Council President Joyce Waterman, Ward E Councilman James Solomon are likely candidates, but they haven't said anything formal about those races just yet. Now, completely not election related, something that actually goes all the way back to 2012 in North Bergen. They said they will petition the court to reverse the sentence reduction of their former Department of Public Works superintendent, and that's James Wiley. Now, he pleaded guilty to conspiracy to commit official misconduct in September 2012, and they just gave a really long statement that said, in part, the taxpayers of North Bergen were the victims of James Wiley's corrupt scheme to misuse township resources for his own personal gain, and it is disgraceful that the Attorney General's office did not so much as notify the local governing body that it intended to reduce Wiley's sentence and leave him with no jail time and little more than a slap on the wrist for his admitted crimes. Township attorneys will be officially petitioning the court to reverse this sentence reduction and ensure that James Wiley makes full restitution for what he stole from North Bergen taxpayers, including the employee man hours he misdirected to personal tasks like renovations to his home and his son's home and the illegal purchases he made on township credit cards. So, the new plea deal, which he signed the last week of October, he would not receive jail time. He would plead guilty to third-degree theft by unlawful taking, and the Attorney General's office recommends non-custodial probation. The Attorney General's office said this takes into account his cooperation in, quote, various other matters. And the original plea deal would have still had him a sentencing of likely 5 to 10 years. And also at the Jersey City Council, completely unrelated, they have their meeting this evening, and they're talking about this 911 behavioral health call services. It's a 3-year, $4.2 million contract that could go to the Jersey City Medical Center. So I'm just going to ask you to read the story and check out our coverage from this meeting because we're out of time. Thanks, ladies and gentlemen. We'll catch you next week.
Thanks for watching Hudson Media Group. Follow us on social media on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.